Now, last year was a record year for music consumption in Britain. Figures from the BPI, which represents the music industry, suggest the amount of music streamed, downloaded or bought in the UK rose at its fastest rate for nearly 20 years. Homegrown artists such as Ed Sheeran and Little Mix accounted for 8 out of 10 of 2017's best-selling albums. Nina Warhurst has been looking at the sales trends.
2018's set to be big for Francis Long. Releasing his first album on Manchester's buzzing music scene. Because of the internet, he doesn't need the backing of a big label to be heard.
If I finish a record, I've got the power to put it online immediately, and everybody that is waiting for it can hear it. Whereas before the dawn of the internet, let's say, I would have to wait for someone to give me permission, wait for somebody to tell me that it's good enough for other people to hear.
Last year, we streamed more music than ever. 68 billion songs, the equivalent of more than 1,000 each.
Father Christmas brought it, and that's Albo.
Perhaps more surprising is how the tables have turned with vinyl records. As some who'd flirted with digital returned to their first love.
Just the beauty of having the record in your hand, I think, and looking after it, making sure it doesn't get scratched, you know.
So you like physically holding it?
Physically holding it, looking at the artwork on the covers, maybe reading the song lyrics as you're listening.
Vinyl sales were up an astonishing 26% on the year before, with 4 million records sold. And the shape of the British music industry was helped by one Ed Sheeran. For the 13th year in a row, the number one artist was homegrown. Today's news is encouraging for studios like this one in Manchester, which is home to a small record label. But there's still what's termed a value gap. That is a disparity between the amount of music that's being listened to and the amount of money that's generating for the industry.
Consumption of music on video streaming platforms such as YouTube, who currently can hide behind these safe harbours in European law, which means they do not have to pay the same amount as even Spotify or Apple or Deezer or any of those. And that is a significant amount of revenue that's not getting through to artists or songwriters or labels or publishers.
So artists like Francis Long won't be singing from the rooftops just yet. But our willingness to spend more on music as times get tighter does give the industry a little something to dance about. Nina Warhurst, BBC News in Manchester.
Spinner Mason